Hello and welcome back to Creatively Montessori. Today I'm going to show you a Montessori extension lesson that is for math, and it's a one-to-one correspondence work, meaning there's one dot on this snowman and we're going to put one marble on that one dot. So that's one marble to one dot. That's the one-to-one correspondence. This is not Montessori math material that was created by Dr. Montessori. That's why I would consider it an extension material. But I do think that it's very valuable to have to either use with your child or have in the primary classroom, because the spindle box, the bead stair are all authentic Montessori materials, but they can be very expensive if you're doing this at home or starting out a Montessori classroom or a Montessori school on a tight budget. Although if you were in a school setting, you would have to have those. The red and blue number rods are another material that do the same idea. But in my classroom of 30 children, with about 10 to 12 of them being young 3-year-olds, I oftentimes needed multiple math material that was for young children. This is also a great toddler material. The hesitation with this specific material I'm showing you with toddlers is that these flat marbles are small, so I wouldn't necessarily want to use them with toddlers. So this would be set up on a shelf like this. You would take it to a rug. I don't typically do this at a table, although that's how I'm demonstrating it to you, because it's a large work. These are snowmen that I printed and then colored. These are very old. I've been teaching for over 25 years, and these are probably 15 to 20 years old. So I'm sure in this day and age you could do pretty colored copies, but I did also always find that if it was something that I had made, like the children knew that I had colored this in, that they were much more careful about it. And so you can see these are in perfect condition. They're not wrinkled, jaggedy. So this is one snowman. So you're going to lay out all of the snowmen. They do not have to be in order. Although if you have a young child, you might want to start them in order, like 1 through 5. And then I do the second row, that's 6 through 10. But you don't have to put them in order. They can be in any order. And then I'm going to move this just so I don't have to cross over the camera. And I would say 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then at some point you can teach your child to put them in their hands. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. I do like that, especially when you get to like 9 and 10, because sometimes their little hands have to hold all of them. The other thing is that oftentimes the child will put this basket or this is a little lunchbox in their lap, which is completely fine. They continue on all the way until they have 10 done. When they have all 10 done, there should be 0 marbles left in the tin. There are 55 marbles total needed for this work, and there should only ever be 55 marbles available during this. You might have an extra one put to the side if one goes missing, but for the children, you don't want one left in here, because when I come to talk to the child about their work, one in there means that something is missing. There's probably one that doesn't have one. The other thing I want to note about this work is that we have one here and it's not in the center. It's to the upper left. And then we have 1, 2. And so they're not like dice where it does 1 and 1. Same thing with the 3, they're not lined up. And this is because there's a Montessori math material called Cards and Counters, and it actually mimics this. So it's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so you keep counting left to right, all the way down. And so by the time you get to the 10, you're doing 1, 2, all the way down. The 9 might be a better example. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this leads into doing odd and even work. And so that's why this is, 1 is an odd number. He doesn't have a friend. 2, they have a friend, so they're 2. 3, these have a mate or a pair. This one does not. So that's why they're not done as if you were looking at a die. So I hope you enjoyed this Montessori math extension work. This is what I would have out in January when I do kind of a winter theme I do a different one of these every month. So in February, I would put out a heart one. In March, I have, I think it's either a flower or a shamrock, but you get the idea. There's a different one every month. So I hope you enjoyed this Montessori math lesson. I would love to hear what you do for your kiddo at home or in your classroom for one-to-one correspondence work. There is also, in addition to this, once they master this, you could actually also add a little number card where they would have the number symbol 3 and they would add it to the snow people. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. If you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe to Creatively Montessori. See you next time.